Alright, Toy Story 5 just released, and it was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It honestly was very good, actually. I'm gonna start off saying 9 out of 10. If you're looking for hate on it, this isn't the place to go, because I'm gonna be honest, I cried like 3 times during it. And, you know, I'm man enough to admit it. Yeah, I mean, let's get right into it. The number one thing I want to talk about is I feel like Disney is now just using Toy Story as a, like, tech demo, in a sense, of, like, how do we make our movies look so good it doesn't even look like animation anymore, you know? Like, the amount of detail on everything. As I especially noticed it with, like, Toy Story 4, but, like, when you just go back and watch Toy Story 1, and then go watch this movie, you will see a stark contrast, dude. It is crazy just how good this movie looks. Like, and I noticed they added a lot more, like, animals. You know, they have a pig and a horse and a dog in it, I think. Is there a dog in it? No. I don't know. Animals in it, where, like, certain reflections and the way you see each individual hair, and, you know, like, at one point they're riding the horse and you see each individual strand of hairs moving, and I'm like, wow, that's borderline just realistic, like, real, you know? Which is fine, but it's also like, you know, at what point in animation does it become just like, because the reason people do watch animation is, well, it achieves something you can't achieve in live action, right? So, why are we trying to just replicate, like, you know, I don't know. And that's why live action remakes are kind of stupid in my opinion, but, you know, that's a whole other topic. Anyways, back to Toy Story 5. The story was very good. I'm gonna be honest, after watching Toy Story 4, I was like, I don't know, man. They might drop the ball on this one. I wasn't a big fan of Toy Story 4, but, you know, I feel like maybe they can bring something back, and they did, and I'm glad they did, because the story was fantastic. I felt like the premise of the technology and everything with that was so good. It was all very good. And, you know, like, another thing with the animation, going back to it, a benefit of the animation is that when a character has a visible emotion, sadness, happiness, etc., it really shows. Like, it really, really, really shows, you know? Especially, like, this isn't a spoiler, but Bonnie, in the beginning of the movie, it's pretty much the premise of the movie, she's like, why don't I have any friends? One, that was where I cried, because that's so sad, to go to your parents and be like, why don't I have any friends? So I started crying there. Anyways, it looked so good and so real, and seeing the reactions from Jessie and the other kids, the other toys, just beautiful, you know? And, like, that's what the whole story is, and the ending was so nice, and I relate to it a lot, because I felt like, with Toy Story 4, I don't even remember what the hell happened. I remember it was something about Bo and the skunk car, and they were at a carnival, whereas this one, I'm like, I can remember, it's about yeah, I remember it, the freak. This is a PG review. Anyways, next up, I guess I can talk about acting. All of them killed it. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about this. Back to story, characters. Jessie was phenomenal. I've never been that big of a fan of Jessie. I really, like, I'm not that big of a Toy Story fan, you know? But, like, Jessie's never really been a main character. I'm glad they gave her the spotlight in this, because she was absolutely deserving. They did a deep dive into her backstory, and I mean, like, everything with Jessie was so good. And I loved her in it, man. Like, Buzz and Woody really took a back seat. And I'm glad. I'm happy about that. I'd really like to see if they make a Toy Story 6. Woody is not even in it. Let him do his own thing. Let it be Jessie and Buzz. You know, with mostly Jessie. Because, you know, I'm not someone that's going to hate on it and be like, well, women should never be a protagonist. No. And a lot of people are like that. Whereas, like, this one, it feels like a real transition, you know? Like, Woody and Buzz started it out. They took us through 1 through 3, and then I don't really remember 4 that much, but imagine if it was Jesse and Buzz leading us through 4 and 6. 4 through 6. That would be so good. That's a good trilogy right there, you know? Where, you know, instead of learning about the same characters we already know, no, we get a new character, Jessie. And I'm so glad we explored her backstory and, you know, so much personality with everything, you know? I don't know, man. It was all good. I do feel like on the Buzz topic, Buzz felt like an afterthought a little bit. Specifically, the Buzz we know, because there's other Buzzes in it, and they have a big important thing in it. But like Buzz Lightyear, specifically the one we know, you could probably like take him out and nothing would really change. I mean, he has a whole subplot with Jessie where Jessie isn't even there, which is, you know, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's whatever. And then Woody also felt like it's just Buzz and Woody in this one just felt like an afterthought. Like my favorite scenes were, I think my favorite scene was when Jessie, Bullseye, and the toilet paper machine are like in the play thing. They're like, there's a bomb or whatever, and they're playing for the first time, and they're like, that was fun. That scene was beautiful. I'm like, that's so fun. That's so good. You know, like the fact that Jessie is able to hold her own as a main character and as like a protagonist, and it's not the same characters we've seen for 4 movies now, is so good. Yeah. Next up, I mean, there's just not much else to say. I'm really proud that they made Jessie a main character. The animation is stunning, and the story is actually felt worthwhile. I think Toy Story 4 definitely felt like a cash grab. This one, the whole, you know, technology stuff, that was great. I was really happy with the technology stuff. Because, like, that's, like, an honest thing going on now. And I'm glad that they didn't focus on just, oh, technology bad, get rid of technology. No, it was like, no, work in tandem with it. It's not good to be completely ruled by your cell phone. But, you know, use it in tandem with other things, with toys and other stuff. And that's what the buzzes were for, is to show that, you know, toys, like, technology is good for kids when it's in regulation, you know? With Buzz Lightyear as the example, you know, and I'm happy about that. I am. Other than that, I don't really have much to say. I guess, I mean, I will say, this isn't about the movie, but like the marketing for this movie. What? I didn't even know this movie was coming out. Half the people I know thought this movie was coming out next month. And I only knew this because I stalk the Regal app, and I see everything coming soon. And I just happened to have nothing going on yesterday, so I was able to see it. But like, the average person is not going to see this, and I feel like that's going to be a big detriment to the sales. I know it's Toy Story, and Toy Story sells like hotcakes, but like, I don't know, man. It's just not getting marketed, and it kind of sucks, because I really thought, like, I thought this was a very good movie. I really did. It's a solid 9 out of 10. Very enjoyable. Loved it. Just wish, I don't know what I wish. That it got a little bit more spotlight. But other than that, I mean, what's its only competition? Hoppers, and then Goat. I never saw Goat. I wanted to see Goat, but it was great. It was very, very, very good. I'd recommend. I got 40 seconds left, so you know, we'll just talk about the whole experience. Actually, I do have something I want to talk about very briefly. What is going on with like theaters and 30 minutes after it is supposed to start? What, like, we showed up because my mom, I show up, I leave when it says the movie's gonna start, because I go to the theater so much to the point where it's just like, oh yeah, I know it's gonna start 30 minutes later. My mom didn't know that. She's like, all right, well, we'll get there at 3. So we leave 15 minutes before 3, and I'm like, we're gonna be sitting in trailers for a while, and so, like, we show up, and we're watching trailers for 30 minutes, and it's just like, God. Dude. They need to fix that. But, like, I don't even know how you do fix that anymore. Because the issue I have with it, like, when I schedule a movie now, I schedule it 30 minutes ahead. If I see it's playing at 2, I'm gonna schedule myself so I'm available at 2:30. You know? It's stupid. It really is. And, like, everyone hates it. They need to do something. I don't even know how you would do something. You need to gradually, over time, just decrease by, like, a minute every month. Because you can't just all of a sudden, oh, yeah, no, now it's actually going to start at 3 instead of 3:30. You know? And it's just like, what? I don't know. It's a whole thing that it annoyed me because I was on my phone for 30 minutes before the movie starts, sitting in a dark theater with kids in the background crying. I don't know. Enjoyable movie. Go see it with your mom. Go see it with your dad. Go see it with your little brother. Go see it with your son. I recommend. See you next time.